Welcome to Wake Up Call, Malik Jackson.
And I'm Keely McCormick, and we have a show packed full for you guys today.
We'll be talking about Stormy Daniels. She sues the President of the United States. The Justice Department pulls a late one last night.
That's right, and the Big 12 tournament starts this week, so we'll tell you what time and where you need to be.
Wake Up Call starts right now.
Good morning and welcome back to Wake Up Call. I'm Keely McCormick.
And I'm Malik Jackson, and we're so glad that you could join us. So let's get started with the news. Stormy Daniels, the porn star that allegedly had an affair with Donald Trump, filed a lawsuit against the president. Now, she filed the suit under her legal name, Stephanie Clifford, and says their relationship began in the summer of 2006 and went well into 2007. She wanted to go public with the affair right after the infamous Access Hollywood tape was released. The Trump campaign and Mr. Trump got wind of her desire wanting to go public with the story. Following that, Michael Cohen, Trump's personal lawyer, wired $130,000 to Daniels' attorney, and then they agreed to sign a non-disclosure agreement, which she claims was signed by Michael Cohen and not Donald Trump. And as this story unravels, because there's a lot of moving pieces with the President of the United States being sued, of course, we'll bring it to you right here on Wake Up Call.
And the Department of Justice has sued California. Late Tuesday evening, the administration filed a federal lawsuit against the state and its top officials over their sanctuary sites, which are essentially safe zones for illegal immigrants. This is a move Trump said he would enact after the death of Kate Stein during the campaign. Now, the Trump administration has been threatening since he took office to do something, but hasn't up until this point.
Since the last time you saw us, two prominent White House officials have resigned. First being the Communications Director, Hope Hicks, and now Senior Economic Advisor, Gary Cohn, has resigned according to sources. He did not like Trump's proposed new trade deal, which many have said it would cause trade wars. Gary Cohn did threaten to resign last year after the president said that there were fine people on both sides, referring to neo-Nazis and Americans using their First Amendment right to protest such hate. And I should change that, not sources. The White House has confirmed that Gary Cohn has resigned.
And after an investigation, the Office of Special Counsel has come to the conclusion that the White House aide Kellyanne Conway has violated the Hatch Act on two separate occasions by going on TV and doing interviews that involved her advocating for or against candidates. Now it's up to the White House to take disciplinary action, and their statement says that Conway did nothing wrong. She was just speaking for the president.
Alrighty, and moving along. The 17 names of people killed in the February 14th shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School are being commemorated in Times Square. Not only do the signs have the names of the lives lost, but also include the words in love and memory of the 17 lives from your alumni across the nation. The signs were donated by a digital design company and were designed by Stoneman Douglas alums. And that is really something special to do in Times Square, to remember what they went through. And I do actually, I think I said this last week, I do actually feel that after this shooting, change will happen.
I
hope I'm right.
I think people are definitely moving towards a change just because there was so much hurt that was caused. And with the kids stepping up and kind of standing up for what they believe in, I think it's really impressing everyone. And hopefully that pushes the country to make a change.
Yeah, and those families are going through a lot, and they're still in our prayers. And we'll be right back with Week in Review right here on Wake Up Call.
Have a nice day. You too. Have a great day. Thanks. You too.
Make someone's day. Pay it forward.
Resigned Tuesday after being charged with felony theft. This comes a month after she withstood public pressure to resign after it was uncovered she was having an affair with her bodyguard.
And Frances McDormand had an impressive night at the Oscars, walking away with one. But at the after party, she sat it down, and a man picked it up. Lucky the man was grabbed and has been charged with felony grand theft.
Well, why would you do that? That just don't make no sense. Alrighty, moving along. We'll get to our Oscars segment in a moment, but amidst the allegations of sexual assault against Ryan Seacrest from his former stylist, many of the celebrities avoided him on the red carpet. He did manage to get an interview with Taraji P. Henson, but not without getting shaded by the Empire star and even a little tap on the chin from her.
Yikes. And Forbes 2017 billionaires list came out. There was a total of 2,208 of billionaires around the world, with 259 new to the list. Coming out on top, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, following by two regulars on the list, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. All their Monday adds up to $9.1 trillion, and soon enough, Malik and I will also be on that list.
Yeah, give us about, what, a year?
Yeah,
I think
maybe
a year.
2.
Maybe 2?
We'll see.
A year and a half, we'll compromise. And lastly, Republican Senator Thad Cochran, the 10th longest serving senator ever and chairman of the Appropriations Committee, announced that he will be retiring April 1st due to his health. And we certainly wish him the best right here on Wake Up Call.
That's right. And now moving along to the Oscars. For your Oscars recap, Frances McDormand women empowering speech that says all the women nominees stand to Tiffany Haddish and Maya Rudolph, talking about the pains of high heels and their bathroom scenes from Girls Trip and Bridesmaid to Jimmy Kimmel. Quipping at Donald Trump, it had all you could ask for, and even someone winning after being nominated 13 previous times, but failing to win. The top 3 winners were for Best Picture, Shape of Water, Best Actor, Gary Oldman, and Darkest Hour, and Best Actress, Frances McDormand, for 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. And
Did you get a chance to watch the...
I did not get a chance to watch it. I was studying, but Jimmy Kimmel is my man. That's all I have to say.
Why is he your man? Maybe you want to enlighten the people.
We should have gotten the video to play, but one time I was on Jimmy Kimmel, not for the Oscars. I was
Tell
looking
them
like
what you were on for.
I was looking like an idiot. They asked me to name as many Avengers as I could, and I started listing off colors because I guess I got the Avengers and Power Rangers confused. It's an easy mess.
But the Power Rangers have names. They don't just go by their colors, do they?
I don't know.
So even if you were to get them...
Not a big superhero gal.
Well, at least you were on national television.
Yeah.
At the expense of somebody's laughter. Ugh. Ouch. Yesterday, McDonald's announced that starting in May, each of their restaurants will have fresh beef for quarter pounders instead of frozen with no added preservatives. This switch will also apply to McDonald's signature crafted recipe burgers, but not to Big Macs or regular burgers. According to the McDonald's president, this was the most significant switch McDonald's has made since their breakfast switch in 2015. With McDonald's change in events, the company is trying to change the perception of their food to a more healthy idea than previously thought.
I don't know if this will change my outlook on McDonald's. I think McDonald's is always going to be fast, unhealthy food, but what about you? Is this going to change how you look at it?
Oh, I think McDonald's is very good. Big Macs are very good. Their French fries are very good. All their cookies, you get like 3 for $1. They're very, very good. The ice cream, the McFlurry, very, very. Oh, and their breakfast, the McGriddle with the hash brown with a side of orange juice, very.
I'll agree with you on the breakfast. I think like we said, their biggest change the last biggest change was in 2015 when they did breakfast all day, and I think that changed my outlook. Then I was like, okay, I can get McDonald's because I would only eat McDonald's breakfast. I can never eat it.
But my new kick is the nacho fries from Taco Bell. They are, as we would say in Atlanta, They fa.
Are you from Atlanta?
Yeah, now I am.
Okay.
Now we are.
Moving along from McDonald's meat and nacho fries, the Big 12 Awards. KU senior Devontae Graham was named Big 12 Player of the Year after finishing the regular season with averages of 17.6 points, 7.2 assists, and 4 rebounds per game, while leading the Jayhawks to the NCAA record of the 14th consecutive Big 12 title. Graham became the second Jayhawk in a row to win this honor. Graham's assist average ranks 5th in the country, and in addition to his impressive stats, he played all 40 minutes in 13 of the 18 Big 12 games on KU's schedule. Graham has previously mentioned his great relationship with Coach Bill Self, who was named Conference Co-Coach of the Year for the 2nd season in a row. He shares this award with Texas Tech's coach Chris Beard, and Self has now been named Coach of the Year in 6 of his 15 seasons with the Jayhawks.
He's a pretty impressive coach, and Devontae Graham is a pretty impressive player.
Yeah, definitely 2 well-deserved awards.
Yeah, people were upset that Trey Young from Oklahoma. But when you
No.
finished like what, 7th in the Big 12, you can't.
Sorry.
He's not helping you.
No, straight to
I don't know. People are really losing their mind over that. All righty, moving along. This week, the Big 12 tournament, which we have all been waiting for, it starts today at Kansas City Sprint Center at 6 p.m. Oklahoma State University against Oklahoma University. Then at 8 p.m., the University of Texas plays Iowa State. Then on Thursday, the winner of the game 1 will play the number 1 seed, University of Kansas. Jayhawks will either play Oklahoma or Oklahoma State at 1:30. The championship to close out the tournament will be Saturday at 5 p.m., and we hope to see our lovely Jayhawks there. Will you be there at the Sprint Center?
I wish. I sadly won't be, but I will be here in Lawrence waiting. Maybe I'll go to KC to watch the game, but I won't be getting into the game. But
Why not? Get some credentials. You know, you anchor just like the best morning show in America.
yeah, you're right. We'll see. Maybe I'll talk to lovely Cal over here, see if he'll get me in there.
But it is a big tournament for KU basketball. As we faltered in our last game, we fell like number 9. We do have like the most wins versus the best teams in the country. They call it quadrant 1 wins and quadrant 2 wins. So hopefully we can get a number 1 seed without winning the tournament. But it would be a great assist if we were able to pull that out.
Yeah, hopefully Oklahoma State gets knocked out in that first game.
No, I don't think if. I mean, come on, let's be honest. We were playing the last game of the season. We had already won the Big 12. That game meant nothing. Why go out there and risk getting hurt or something? They did not play to their full potential.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're definitely better. I think we could take them, but I wouldn't want to risk it.
I think we would embarrass them at the Big 12 tournament. Knock their chances of winning, going to the tournament. I think we can do it.
Well, I hope
Come
so.
on, believe. You go to this school. Believe in them.
I have full faith in my Jayhawks.
God, what is the problem?
All right, moving on to some entertainment news that Malik is going to hate.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I will say I watched this one.
You did.
But we're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back with that entertainment news right now.
Welcome back once again. Now we're here for your entertainment news. On every season of The Bachelor or Bachelorette, Chris Harrison, the host, says this is the most dramatic season or this is the most controversial ending, but this season it really was. Let's check out a quick video that recaps what happened in that finale.
Do you want a few minutes to yourself, or do you want me just to go?
I want you to go.
Was it truly the most shocking finale in Bachelor history?
Oh my.
In a 3-hour special episode Monday night, viewers saw Ari Lyondike Jr. break up with Lauren Burnham.
He just completely blindsided me.
And he proposed to Becca Kufrin,
I choose you today, but I choose you every day from here on out.
only to dump Kufrin in a raw, painful, unedited scene.
You shouldn't have gotten down on one knee.
He told her he wanted to try again with Lauren.
I just felt the further along we got, the further I started drifting away from the possibility of trying it again with her.
Well, yeah, because that's a normal relationship.
And this may only be the start of the fallout. Franchise favorite Becca Martinez revealed Monday night that the 36-year-old had been sending her a few private messages. They seem harmless, but still, that is messaging an ex.
You gotta be kidding me.
Jaw-dropping. That is all I can say about that.
As my friend Katie would say, some good tea.
Good tea, that's some bad tea. Ari is not my favorite. I've honestly hated this whole season because of him. And then, of course, he has to do something obnoxious and horrible and end the way he did.
Yeah, you know what? I think the whole premise of the show is dumb. Falling in love, having to propose after, what is it, 8 weeks, 2 months,
I think it's
whatever.
cute. It's
And dumb.
entertaining.
No one realistically in the real world falls in love with someone in, what is it, 8 weeks. And moreover, that's why their percentage of successful couples is, terrible.
Okay, but there has been
really
some successful couples that are perfectly happy and cute and have kids and a family. JoJo, Caitlyn,
Okay,
Emily,
Laura, keep helping her out. 'Cause she
Catherine.
doesn't know because no one knows, but
I do.
our director's spilling the information.
My favorite is Catherine and Sean. Do you know who that is? Catherine Giudice, Sean Lowe. Well, now it's Catherine Lowe, but you know who that is?
I think it's the blonde-haired one.
No, she's not
No,
blonde at all.
the guy is blonde, and the girl's like
dark. She's Polynesian, I think.
Yeah.
Super cute. They have the most adorable baby. Follow them both on Instagram. So
I
seriously,
think that's a waste of your follower ratio, Kat.
there's been successful
but let's
couples.
talk about this guy, because this
Okay.
is really upsetting. My mom always told me, you do the right thing. And maybe sometimes you have to do something that's hard, but there's always the right way to do it. There's no way, if you want to make this decision, that he was talking to Lauren about this while he was still engaged to Becca. He had talked to Becca about leaving her house, so she was all in, and then to do this, and then for ABC to film her like that.
Yeah, there's
my
been some
God.
ethical questioning of The Bachelor right now of the filming, because they did film the whole thing of him breaking up with her, and then followed her
To the
afterwards.
air, I mean, when she was sent in the airport, what value does that? I mean, I've had my heart broken, to say the least, over sometimes.
Could you imagine being filmed
And if
after
I was
your heart's
filmed, I
broken?
think I would,
I would lose it.
I think I'd, and I'm going to say that may get in trouble, but.
I'm
but
an
I
ugly crier,
could
so
not-
I'd be upset.
I could not imagine being on camera for that kind of moment in the entire world. And then they go to the final rose ceremony, and they're talking to Becca, and she's being so nice, like, I hope you find love, and blah, blah. No, that's the worst kind of person, is what we saw.
She's sweet. Becca's sweet.
No, not
Ari's
Becca.
the worst.
Ari's the worst kind of person.
I agree. But the good thing that happened out of this, Lauren and Becca, Lauren took Ari back. I'm surprised about that. I'd be like, see ya.
But I mean, but if it's true, if she was in love with him, why wouldn't she take him?
I guess you're right, but
She's not the bad. We should not point our blame at her.
it's all on Ari.
He's a terrible person. He's about 36. He looks about 50. Let's just throw him out the picture, okay? Let's just move on, because we do have good news. 2 good pieces of news.
That's right.
A GoFundMe page was started for the Becca girl, and they're going to donate it to Stand Up to Cancer, and however much money it raises, the Bachelor Enterprise will match it.
Yeah. And Becca will be the new Bachelorette. So they go hand in hand, pretty much. But that's exciting for Becca, and that's awesome about they're using their platform to help the world.
For a good cause. And speaking of a good cause, when we come back, Keely's favorite segment, Positive Vibes.
That's
We'll
right.
be right back on Wake Up Call.
When you shop local in the heart of the city, you support the people that make our community thrive. The money you spend here stays here, in this place we call our home. Lawrence, Kansas, where there's good old-fashioned hometown pride. Eat local, drink local, shop local.
And welcome back to Wake Up Call. You're still 2 beautiful anchors here. Keely, take it over.
All right, well, now we have, like Malik said, my favorite segment, I Come Bearing Good News. A flight to Jamaica turned into a life-saving endeavor as 2 anesthesiologists helped save an elderly woman who had gone into respiratory arrest. When the woman started to have trouble breathing, the men immediately sprung into action by asking the flight crew if they had a hand-operated manual resuscitator on board to pump oxygen into her lungs. They did not have the proper equipment on board, so the 2 men had to build their own ventilator. As one man conducted CPR, the other cut off some tubes, connecting it to the oxygen tank on board. By using this makeshift ventilator, they were able to keep oxygen flowing into her lungs and kept her alive until they made an emergency landing. These men were not the only 2 who helped. Passengers prayed around the doctors and helped them up during the landing. And when they landed, the plane gave a round of applause for these 2 doctors who saved this elderly woman's life.
That's amazing.
It really is.
It's really amazing. That brings flashbacks to me as a cardiothoracic surgeon when I'm in the OR.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I have to take the clamps,
A few years ago when you were a doctor.
Yeah. No, ever since I've been watching Grey's Anatomy, I've been really on this doctor kick. That's an amazing story, and the good thing that those two doctors were on that plane
Yeah,
to help.
right
that woman.
place and right time.
Now, another good news story. This one's just kind of fun. 2-year-old Parker Curry was awestruck by Michelle Obama's portrait and told her mom that she thought the former First Lady was a queen. Michelle invited the toddler and her mother to her office in D.C., and the two got the chance to dance to Shake It Off by Taylor Swift together.
That video is just so cute, and that's awesome that Michelle Obama is never, I don't know, she's a great lady, never on her high horse, never thinks she's too good. Like, she just like cares enough to be dancing to Taylor Swift with some little girl.
And then she tweeted like 4 seconds of the video out afterwards and was like, maybe someday I'll be looking up at your portrait. So really an amazing moment. Just see, she's not even the First Lady anymore, but she's still doing great work.
Still making a difference. Well, some more good news, and to help encourage others, today is National Spread the Word to End the Word Day. This is a very important day because it's an ongoing movement to stop using the R word in a derogatory manner. Language affects attitudes, and attitudes affect actions. So we hope that you too can make the pledge to use respectful and uplifting language and help eliminate the use of the R word. And here at Wake Up Call, we're definitely pledging to do that. Use only encouraging and positive words when referring to others.
Absolutely. It's such an important thing because those people that are in those circumstances don't ask to be in those circumstances. But still, I have not met someone that's mentally challenged or, affected mentally, that is not trying to make the best of it, that is not just a genuinely nice person. So we should, as they respect us, we should respect them in something that the word is just flat out offensive.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm part of KU Best Buddies, so last night all the Best Buddies were all together and writing out words, like other words, string of words that you can use in replace for the R word. And some of these kids came up with some great words, just positive, encouraging words like confident, joyous, happy, other words that you can use to describe people and uplift them overall. So I think it's a really great thing, and it's important to continue to spread the word to end the word.
And we will do our part right here on the Wake Up Call to make sure that we end the spread of this word, because it's just not really a word that should be used. Got anything fun planned for this weekend?
I do
I hear
not.
Fake Patties is big in
Fake
Manhattan.
Patties, yes.
Went last year, had the worst time of my life.
I
Will
went
not
last
go
year, had
back.
the best time of my life, but
I would love to tell my story, but I don't think we have enough time, and I'm not quite sure it's appropriate.
I agree with that.
So we won't.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. Mine needs to stay a secret for now. But this weekend, I know I'm excited. Hopefully we make it to the Big 12 on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to rain, so not even to get like a good darty day like last Saturday.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to head out to KC this weekend, go shopping, get some spring break clothes, maybe.
And we'll talk about spring break next week.
Oh, yeah, we will talk about spring break. We're pretty excited about that. But in Kansas City, I've never been to Juice Stop, we have Juice Stop. What's it called? Smoothie King. Right?
You've never been to Smoothie King?
No, never been to Smoothie King, and everyone in Kansas City talks about it. They're always like,
wow,
gotta drive out to Smoothie King. So I need to make it out there and try that.
For Keely McCormick, I'm Malik Jackson. Thank you for joining us today on Wake Up Call. We'll see you right back here at 9 a.m. next Wednesday.